babe, I'm 10 weeks today and I've been feeling so sick and the worst cramps ever. Any advice? Get medication. Do you know what? That's another thing I forgot to mention. In my first trimester, first thing I did was I was feeling the sickness for a few weeks and then I was like, do you know what? Let me contact my doctor and see if there's any medication I can get on to help with the nausea. He immediately put me on medication. I swear to God, that helped so much. It didn't completely remove it, I would say, but it made me be able to go out and have fun. Like, I went on trips, I traveled, I had the time of my life. So I know in the UK it's a bit harder to get on sickness medication when you're pregnant, but if you can get on medication, fight for yourself and get on medication. I'm not really someone who usually advises the first answer is get on medicine. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I'm on my period, I have the maddest cramps and I don't take a paracetamol. Like, it has to take me a lot to take a paracetamol or ibuprofen. Like, I'm not that kind of person that runs to medicine. But in this stage, I would say, when you're feeling nauseous like that, it literally ruins your life. Like, when you're feeling 24/7 sick, it ruins your life. So someone wants to know about the stalker situation. Has she gone and stopped bothering you? Oh my God. Okay. So there's an update, okay? I don't know if any of you guys were also in the loop with the story of the stalker, but basically, if you are, here's an update. Basically, she messaged me. I think I blocked her. I think I spoke about the story here, and then everyone was like, you need to block her, you need to block her, you need to block her. So I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna block her. So I blocked her on Instagram, on Snapchat, on TikTok. She made a fake account and she messaged me, and I knew immediately it was her because of the way she was talking. She made a fake account and messaged me, and she was like, I can't believe I used to support you for so long. You're just like, I can't remember exactly word for word, but she just said something along the lines of, I can't believe I used to support you for so long. You're just someone who doesn't care about your followers, blah, 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 blah. In my mind, I'm thinking, I've never replied to any of her messages, by the way, but in my mind, I was thinking, excuse me, you're the same person who stalked me, tried to pretend to my friends here that you're from here to get my doctor's details, etc., etc. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna reply to this girl. So I replied to her. I was like, excuse me, you have no right to be talking to me like this after what you did. I know exactly what you've done. I've seen everything. Please leave me alone. That's basically what I said. So then she flipped, like she did a 180. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just said that out of anger. Please unblock me. Like, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. Really, really strange things to say. And she was just basically saying stuff like, please unblock me, I love you, I want to see your posts again, blah, blah, blah. And I just, at this point, I ignored her and I actually blocked this new account that she made. So then she made another fake account on TikTok to beg me to unblock her again. I blocked that account. And she did the same thing again on Instagram, a new account, fake account, begging me to unblock her again, and I blocked that account. So that's basically where we're at right now. And yeah, I don't tolerate this kind of behavior. Sorry, I really don't tolerate this kind of behavior. If you're gonna be doing weird behavior with me, I'm gonna cut you out. And this is how I am with generally in life. Like, I do not tolerate weird behavior around me, and I never have. So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna tolerate it from a stranger if I can't even tolerate it from close people that I've been friends with. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but you can't be pretending. How can you be messaging my mother-in-law, my sisters-in-law, my friends that live here, talking about, oh, I'm moving to Tanzania, can you recommend me a doctor? To try and find out my doctor. All sorts of, she did some mad shit, man. Mad shit. Like, messaging my husband, can you please, because she sent him a follow request and she was begging him to accept her follow request because she wants to see what our life is like. It was just very strange behavior. Very strange behavior. So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna accept a follow from this person again. I'm not gonna accept anything. because I genuinely don't think that's a girl. I genuinely think her whole account it looks fake because it's a private account, so I've not really seen inside the account. But I think she has 1 or 0 pictures, and like she's following 30 people, and 30 people are following her. So that's strange in itself. And also, before I blocked her, I realized that she was not even following me. So she still watches all my things and comments and sends messages like every time I post something. Doesn't even follow me. So yeah, that's the same person that asked my friend what doctor. So I think it's a guy. I genuinely think it's a guy. In fact, I think I mentioned this last time I told you the story, but I used to get stalked by this guy who I still don't know his identity, but I kind of have an idea what kind of guy he is. But I used to get stalked by this guy for years and years until I changed my number, because I had the same number since I was like 16 until like 2 years ago or a year ago. But it got to a point, he would make like fake WhatsApp numbers like every couple months and message me pretending to be someone I knew or a celebrity or like just bullying strange people. Even once he pretended to be a prostitute. So I'm just like, why would I even talk to a female prostitute, first of all? Anyways, so it got to a point, it got so bad, I think the female prostitute was the end of it for me. I was like, do you know what? And the thing is, I knew it was them because I don't talk to these kind of people anyways. Like my number, I don't really give it out that much. I don't talk to a lot of people. And so whenever I used to get these messages pop up, I'm just like, yeah, H is not going to be messaging me. Once he tried to pretend he was H. Once he tried to pretend he was like a footballer. I don't even remember his name. He's tried to pretend to be guys because he thinks I'm some kind of thirsty bitch who's just gonna chat to any man. Trust me, wild behavior, I'm telling you, wild behavior. Honestly, you don't even know the half of it, trust me. The first time he did it, he pretended to be one of my friends, and I actually responded back because I genuinely thought it was him. But then I messaged my friend, and then he told me he didn't have a new number because he was like, oh, it's so and so, I have a new number, this is my new number, blah blah blah.